old friend.
Nothing to do with this. They're just innocent people.
No one is innocent. There are victors and losers. I am your savior. I'm not part of that plan anymore.
Hello there. So, I hope you're excited to watch Pharaoh's War. That is the exact trailer that was made for this. No, that's a trailer that I really did get a bit carried away with and do some crazy stuff. We're watching the new Mike Tyson movie on the new. It's from 2019, I believe. I'm watching this on UK version of Tubi. I know it is on every version of Tubi. It's a strange film, this one. Oh my word! I was trying to explain it. So is this the worst thing Mike Tyson? No, let's not go there. So he's an ex-military guy with a mysterious past. He's taking some refugees through the desert, and he has to protect them from the guy from Game of Thrones, the big Icelandic dude who's called Frank in this. And I don't think there's anything else you need to know really, other than it's free on Tubi. I think you can watch it on. I think I saw a version of it on YouTube as well. It has a few different names. I can't remember what they are. Obviously, done my research. It does have a few different names. I think it is like a Middle Eastern funded film. I mean, it's a film starring Mike Tyson, who, you know, you can probably guess is not necessarily the world's greatest actor. Let's get started. Let's watch the film. It's actually longer than I thought it was going to be. So if we skip on, I'll tell you where we are with time checks. So if you get it up on Tubi, it's called Pharaoh's War. It's the spelling of Pharaoh. Those of you might struggle with that spelling. I'm not being sarcastic. I have certain words that I really do struggle with. Pharaoh might be one of them. I always think then the O and the A, there's a lot of A's and O's in there. But anyway, not doing myself any favors there anymore. PHARAOH' War. One man will survive. Mike Tyson and Hafthor Julius Bjornsson, son of Bjorn, the Mountain from the Game of Thrones. So, okay. We did mainly fighting and not so much, talking. So, give the guy a break. So I'm going to count us down and we're going to press play if you've got the Tubi app or the Tubi on your TV or on your phone. Just dropped on the floor. Trying to do this as smoothly as possible. I've got it cranked out to 0:00. So when you see play, let's play. Let's do this. Let's do this shizzle. Click. Okay. Let's go. Pharaoh's War. 101 films. Oh, so I guess this will be out on 101 DVD at some point? Surely not. They've done some good horror releases, 101 films, over the years. Maybe this is going to be one of them. But I don't. It's also with Ratana. This is the worst logo ever. It literally looks like an old Xbox 360 logo. And then we've got Arabic. So I guess it was an Arabic edition. And now we've got like fake grainy bombs dropping. And talking about things that have happened. Oh my word, I thought that those numbers that came up on the fonts that came up. I thought that was me that put them in the trailer, but actually, that's exactly what they use. I think they use the same editing software as me. That's a worry. So now we're just kind of seeing stock footage of Middle Eastern conflict. I think just general Middle Eastern conflict. Very fast cuts and fake grain and fuzz on it. I think I know that filter. And then it opens up to Mike Tyson. Really strangely, it kind of goes like this: opens up and then it goes out. I thought that's something I did when I was doing the editing of the trailer, but no, apparently that was just in there. She's worrying when I start thinking that I think that they're funny edits that I put in, but actually that's part of the film. So they're all followers, like for maybe like conservatively 40, 50 people, all following Mike Tyson through a desert. I don't know, man. Is he the guy you want to be trusting with your future? Obviously, I did edit parts of the trailer to kind of make it look like he was more inept than he was, just for fun. And he's just picked up a kid who was falling and just kissed this kid on the head, and the kid's like, thank you, Jesus. He's just literally helping people for about 3 seconds. It's like an old guy being held up by like a woman, and then like Mike Tyson goes over, just like puts his hands on his shoulders, helps him for about 2 steps, and then just lets him go and lets the woman carry on carrying him. Don't be afraid. It does remind me of Tracy Morgan because I had to listen to this over and over again when I was editing the trailer. He said like, "Don't be afraid." It just remind me of like he plays this a bit from what I've seen. I've plays this a little bit like a Tracy Morgan or Tracy Jordan film. Oh man, it does zoom in like that on his face as well. Oh my word, this is so funny. He just can't help but look not the brightest. I mean, like peak Mike Tyson, peak 90s Mike Tyson was a dangerous man full of vim and vigor. I'm not saying that he couldn't absolutely beat up everybody I know, including myself, and he's in like that now. Jake Paul fight coming up. But yeah, I think he's like, I don't know, is he more benign now? Who knows? I don't know what he's like. People could still be dangerous well into their 50s. In very many different ways. It's kind of odd with a facial tattoo as well. You don't see many heroes in films with this sort of tribal facial tattoos, but I mean these days, wow. I was watching a football match last night, and the guy had tattoos from like here right down his entire body. And when I was a kid, like the only people you'd see with tattoos, like some of my granddad, he might have one because he was in the Navy. Like it's just a different thing. We're gonna have like night. Not that it doesn't matter if it makes you happy. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. But you have my permission. No, but like if you think about old people's homes in the future, it'll just be like 90-year-old guys with like sleeves. So we're doing the big thing where we're meeting Frank for the first time. Mike Tyson's literally getting tired of holding his hands up, like, and then we've got the sort of heat on the camera or the fake heat thing, and then he's doing the kind of Mad Max style thing here. Mike Tyson's looking at him like he doesn't really understand a word he's saying. I am Frank. There's no fart. All the farts I put in myself. I used an extensive range of farts in the trailer earlier. These are not in the film, and I think that takes away something from the film. If I'm honest, I will do the fart edit of this film if anyone's willing to pay me for 101 films. If you're doing a commentary track, I'm happy to do the commentary track, or just do a track where if you give me like the original, I can just put the farts in the right places. I feel I've got a good feel for where the farts get maximum laughs. I'll also put in some like cartoon sound effects when people are flying around. There are victors and there are losers. Victors. Always getting his knife out. And there's a guy there with like a crap Halloween mask on, one of his gang. I believe that they're friends. They used to be in the army together. I mean, this is an interesting elite unit where you've got one huge. He's kind of getting a bit of a belly on him now, like strongman competitor, one ex-boxer, and they were in this elite army unit together in the Gulf. My name is Frank, the iconic moment. Frank! My name is Frank. And these refugees, they trust Mike Tyson implicitly. They may have made a mistake on this. I am shocked, though, that this film isn't like just over an hour. Like, according to, and this might be because of adverts on Tubi, but according to Tubi, this is an hour and 50 minutes long. This is like, what's going on? Why are we a 2 hour Mike Tyson film? What is this? Is this some kind of torture? What's going on? I think Frank's going to kill someone to make a point here. I don't know what his point is. Like, I own the Middle East. Oh, the girl has to kill the dad, or he'll shoot her. Because Frank's like, he's a bad guy. He's making her kill her dad to prove something, or so he'll shoot them both. Oh man, she is emoting. So if you're watching along at Pharaoh's War, we're just on 7 minutes in. Feels like 7 hours already. Oh my word, this is dramatic stuff. He's like, stab me. Oh, and she stabbed him right in the right in the heart, apparently. I feel like in this sort of situation, the pressure would make me do it all wrong. I'd like stab his little toe or something. I mean, let's hope none of us are in this situation where the guy from Game of Thrones has to makes us stab one of our relatives. I mean, there's a slim chance of that happening. Mike Tyson's shaking. He's showing that he's really upset. He's a real humanitarian in this film. Or he's angry now. I think he's angry either that or he's hungry. Give me the dagger. And he's sending very much his dagger back now. She's like, don't touch him. They're taking a kid away for some reason. I'm not sure why they're taking 2 kids away. This Frank, he is not nice. I mean, I'm going to put it out there. He is not nice. Mike Tyson's just looking a bit like, what's going on here? This is a beyond the pale. He's just headbutted somebody. Oh, he's just done a couple of like short punches. One of them completely missed. Now he's got a gun. He's pulled a gun on Frank. All the guys in the crap spray painted Halloween masks are pointing gun back. He's got a gun on the kid that he helped earlier on. The woman with the blood pouring out of her mouth. Tyson's like, oh, do I shoot him? Or he'll shoot the kid. I'm going to have to put the gun down. Oh dear, what a decision. It's just basically they're both looking at each other like this. And it cuts back to him. Then he's like, not Zoolander, but just staring. And then a guy who looks a bit like Jay Briscoe's just taken away. Tyson, he's been a hostage now, I think. The woman's crying. She's got blood pouring out of her mouth. Ooh, he's got a skull with a knife in the top of it on his shirt. Pharaoh's War. And honestly, I know that font. That font you can get in most free editing software. Pharaoh's War. The War of the Pharaohs. Couldn't get the rights to walk like an Egyptian, I don't think. I don't even think it's supposed to be in Egypt, this film. I just realised that. I think it's supposed to be like Iraq or Iran or somewhere. Like, what's it got to do with pharaohs? I think they've just renamed this after the thing. Tyson's War would have been better. No, Tyson's War sounds a bit rich. Now there's a lot of people I don't know. When Mike Tyson's not on the screen, everybody should be asking, where's Mike Tyson? He's just slapped. This guy's just slapped the woman. Oh, he slapped his wife because the kid's been taken. It's a bit weird. I know he's having like a little sun-soaked flashback about time with his kid. And he's got a little pocket watch with a picture of his kid in it, just in case his kid was kidnapped. It would give him something to do, to look at, to be like, oh, yeah. Because obviously, this is like quite recent, but they don't have phones and don't take pictures of phones and stuff like that. They just have old pocket watches with one picture of their kid in. And I think this is all dubbed as well. Maybe the dad's a freedom fighter that Frank's taken the kid from, but she's completely dubbed. So obviously she's like an indigenous actor from the area, and they're just like, oh no, we don't want to sound like she's from the place we're filming this. So she's got like an American accent. with a slight. She's put like a slight twist on it, but it's so badly dubbed. It's literally just like almost like someone talking over the film. Oh, ad break coming up in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to my crazy quince. That's the Mexican tradition. Is it the 13-year-old birthday or 14-year-old birthday? Quince. Okay, so that's one advert done, and we're back. The locals are getting up in arms about the kid being taken. They've cut their hand. They're wiping blood prints on things, and they seem to have sacrificed somebody in a market. When's this all happened? This is a bit random. Oh, and here comes Frank's men. Oh, it's a big fight. They're all throwing like hatchets and knives and cabbages. Yeah, cabbages. There's some cabbages at each other and vegetables. You're a vegetable. And tables. Oh, they are having a fight in a market. That makes the cabbage makes a little bit more sense. Chairs, tables. Oh my word! Lots of big. What are those big machetes? Machetes. Victor Machete. Machete. Table versus machete. Who? Oh, this one guy is decided he's taking them all, or he's got a ladder now. He's hitting them with a ladder. Well, you must be quite strong. Ladders are quite. I always seem to fall over when I'm carrying a ladder at one end, like the balance of it. I always feel like I'm a bit like Robin Asquith in Confessions of a Window Cleaner. He said that he did quite well. He rode a bike with a ladder on it. So he's been stabbed, the old guy, for fighting back. And this guy who looks a bit like Andrew Tate is like very upset. Here come the gang. They're chasing him down the alleyway with a roly-poly little bat face. Oh, no. He's hitting some of this veg. This veg is getting smashed. The guy who I wonder if we'll never see Mike Tyson again till later on in the movie. The guy who's trying to get his kid back has just turned up, took his sunglasses off, David Crusoe style, and now they're fighting back to back while everybody else just watches on. So he's a good fighter. The kid's dad is a good fighter, like a freedom fighter for these refugees, I think. And he might be the guy we follow for the rest of the film until Mike Tyson turns up at the end and throws another couple of lame-looking punches. At least he pulled his punches. At least he wasn't just smacking people. Oh, my word. So, yeah, just for those of you who are not watching with adverts or don't have adverts in the same place, if you're watching on my version of US Tubi doesn't have adverts on it. My UK version of Tubi does. I'm watching it on the UK one. I don't have the app. The app for American one. The American one, I can only watch through my Fire Stick. So there's like a kind of Brian May-esque guitar solo going on while these two guys are fighting, and I have a feeling that the old guy, who's maybe his friend or his dad or something, and the young guy whose kid's been kidnapped and Mike Tyson kind of let it happen, is... Oh, I'm straight back to back. I think we're going to be following these guys. I don't know his name. But again, he's dubbed. He's got like a deep voice now. He's got like an American deep voice. The guitar music is mad. It's just like rights-free action music. Then you muscly Andrew Tate guys come in to fight them both. The old guy's like, I'll take this guy. Yeah, he's dressed a bit like Suge Knight. The big chain and the turtleneck. The old fella's like, I've got this guy. He's bigger than he looks. He's just far away. Okay. There's a lot more bald people than people with hair in this film. If you're a fan of bald men, then this is a film for you. Oh, they're both taking on the big guy, but the big guy is pretty strong. He's just thrown the kid's dad through like a vegetable stall. Take your gloves off. You'll get more like power. He's got like fingerless gloves on. If he takes those gloves off, he might do a bit more damage. Ridiculous. No, let's go. John, kind of music in the background. Because we remembered that we're in like a market and a chair across the back leg. Oh, they're both punching him at the same time. That'll work. I mean, you don't see that in movies. A lot of movies, they tend to fight each other one at a time, but the two guys are beating up the one fella. They're going to kill him? No, he's not done. Don't walk away from him. He's not done. Oh, he's getting back up. He's like, one more round. I ain't done. Oh, and now we've got like music as they walk away. It would be great as they walked away if the man just exploded behind them and there was fire as they were walking off. That would be good. I would love to put that in like an airplane style action. Oh, I suppose Hot Shots has been done, but I've never seen anyone do that. If you use that joke, you have to credit me. But if you're making like a spoof film and they beat somebody up, leave him lying in the ground, and as they walk off, the camera's watching them walk away, and the person just spontaneously blows up behind them, that would be funny. I'd like. So the guy is out of jail for, I don't know, probably for crimes he didn't commit because he's the hero of the film. Talking about Lebanon. I think if you're from Lebanon, you probably don't say Lebanon like that. Oh, and it's taking ages explaining that their relationship, and he's explaining that his kid's been taken away. The curly-haired kid that Mike Tyson helped for about 3 seconds earlier on in the film. He's smoking a cigarette here, this guy, because he's cool, you know. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool smoking. So, do you know what though? And this might alienate some of you, and you know, you do what you want to do. But when people smoke vapes, when I go to gigs or football and stuff, and people smoking vapes, I just end up stinking of like horrible bubblegum vapes, and it really hits my asthma more than being around people who smoke. Same goes for like people who throw flares at sporting events. Like I really don't like them anymore because the smoke from the flares really does make me struggle with my asthma. I think it's a bit of a selfish thing, but you know, you can't say anything about it these days because, like, if you say, "Oh, what's like," you know, have you tried thinking about someone else? They're a bit like, "But I'm thinking about me." that post COVID protect my own bubble thinking. I think. But anyway, these guys are not doing that. They're going to get the kid back. That's the important thing. Tyson, on the other hand, I think he's at the circus. He's watching the circus. Oh, that's a weird bit of editing. Again, that's editing that I know how to do. That's like almost PowerPoint editing. Why do that at the circus? I think the circus is called. Oh, it's called the Fatin El Helwi Circus. And that's either the woman, the mum of the kid, in which case she's getting over the fact that son has been kidnapped pretty easily, or just somebody else. No, I think it's part of his squad. I think part of this film is going to be the dad of the kid getting kidnapped. I think it's him getting the squad back together, getting his kind of Ocean's 11 or Dirty Dozen or whatever back together to go and, you know, take on the mountain. Oh my word, this soundtrack's terrible. It's like just somebody literally holding on to a string on a guitar. Like I'll go and get my guitar and I'll replicate it. Like no, lucky for you, my guitar's not plugged in. Oh, they're gonna do some axe throwing or oh no, not axe throwing, crossbow. She's tied to a spinny thing, and he's gonna shoot 2 balloons with a crossbow. Well, I hope his friend who's watching doesn't like try and get their attention while they're doing this. Like, hey guys, it's me. So that possibly could be a problem. Oh, 1 balloon down. Again, we don't know who these people are, other than that our friend has seemingly backstage access to this circus because he's just kind of stood there watching it, going, "There's my guys, my friends." Oh, and he looks over at him and gives him a little wink, a little cheeky wink. He's a little cheeky winker. They've got one of those big wheels thing, you know, like in the Simpsons movie where the motorbikes go around, like the Evil Knievel kind of thing. Did Evil Knievel ever do the motorbike inside a big metal ball thing? I know he did the jumping over stuff because I've seen the Evil Knievel movie. I will aim at someone at the audience. Don't do that. Has everyone signed a disclaimer? You're going to hold an apple or have an apple on your head? Going to do the old William Tell? Of course, he's going to choose his friend, Mr. Leather Jacket Man. He's. Oh, is this supposed to be the Expendables? Is this what we're trying to do here? Are these Toll Road and Lee Christmas and Hail Caesar and Joey Jojo Junior Shabadoo? I don't know. Like, are they getting all the guys back together? One of the guys in Expendables is just called Tool. He's just a tool. Okay, so she's now we've got like a like Jimi Hendrix, like I wonder if Hulk Hogan's going to be in this. Nah, he's not. It's outside of America, and it's yeah, it's nice scene. Let's put it that way, brother. Oh, the guy's hand's shaking with his crossbow. Where he's got to shoot the apple off his mate's head. He's in front of everyone. He's saying, "What brings you here?" And he's like, "A gig worth $10 million." So I guess taking down Frank, getting the kid back, is also worth $10 million for some reason. I don't know where that's coming from. And now it's kind of a didgeridoo sound effect. Oh, straight through the apple. I mean, if it had gone wrong, surely would have heard about this in the news. Oh, it's parted his hair right down the middle. I just washed my hair. I kind of got one as well. It looks like I'm going bald. So we've got the two circus people. We've got the sort of Middle Eastern Lee Christmas. We've got the baldy tough guy who's kind of Randy Couture fella. Tyson's disappeared completely. He's going visiting someone in prison now who looks a bit like Uncle Phil from Uncle Phil R.I.P. from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Apparently there's a remake of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or there's like a reboot or something just called Prince or Fresh or something. But no, I'm talking about Take a Bite Out of Crime, Uncle Phil, the original. Oh man, everybody's dubbed. Everybody's dubbed. The person who worked the hardest on this film is the people working on the dubbing, getting them in all in the studio. I wonder if they've got to have used the same person for a lot of the voices, I think, here. Sit down. It looks like he's in prison, but I think I don't know, there's a guy walking up and down with a gun, like a guard. I can't tell if they're in a prison or they're outside the prison, and there's just people guarding the walls of the area because it's like a kind of war zone. Oh, well, he's just got an interesting way of dressing. He's got like a baseball cap. It's kind of what the cap isn't like a peak. It is a peak cap, but it's not. It's like floppy, like ones you give to little babies. You know, when you're like, "Oh, I'm going to make my little baby wear like a little baseball cap," but it's just like a little floppy cap. It's like a baseball cap, but the peak is floppy. That's what this guy looks like, and he's got it on at the side. So just imagine Uncle Phil looking like that. It make you smile. Just make you smile like a big baby Uncle Phil. Ad break coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. And Crazy Kinsey. I think every advert is from a Crazy Kinsey. 12 seconds of adverts here. I'll give you a time check where we are. Oh my word, that looks quite risque for a. I guess are they 16? Is Kinsey 16? I should know this. I don't know enough Spanish. So we're on 23 minutes 41 seconds. He's now. Oh, this is the brains of the outfit. This guy's got a torch and he's quite small, and he's a bit like he'll be the tech expert. He'll be the. Yeah. Oh, he's sat next to a laptop and he's looking at electrical wires. He's the tech expert. Oh, and he's accidentally blowing up. Is he working on a film set? Oh, he's working on a film set, and he's the pyrotechnics expert. But I think what he's done is he's accidentally set off all the charges for the special effects too soon, which is fine. But he's not very popular. Oh no, they're chasing him off the set now. So of course he's going to be our explosives and tech expert for this gang. He's just been pulled into the van. It's literally like A-team, you know, and getting on no plane fool. They're going to give him a glass of milk to get him on the plane later. Oh my word! So what makes this guy an expert if he's literally being chased out of his job for being bad at it? So we've got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in our squad now. This money's getting divided by a lot of people. 10 million, was it? I don't know. Got the little music, a bit like Cantina Band music. Oh, they've thrown him out of the car again. He's still being chased. So now they've got one guy. Maybe he's like they've caught him and he knows information about Frank, so that they can catch Frank. Or either that, or they really like him because they're kind of linking arms with him. Of course, everyone's got a similar voice because they're all dubbed. It's really hard to work out what's going on. But I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Let me see what's going on. And as we tick over to the 26th minute of this film, right now, there's just some kind of fighting guys. And these are guys I've not seen before at all. I don't know who they are. And one of them's running away. Oh, so the guy running away, he's not Frank's gang or whatever. He's just like a tough guy, free running. Oh, that's quite cool. Holding on to the walls, kind of fighting guy who's done something wrong. Maybe like, oh, I know. He had an affair with like a bad guy's sister or something. So he's running away. And we're getting a bit of a like sort of slightly sub Jason Bourne-esque running through little alleys. He's got a cigarette in his mouth as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is like a martial artist of some description. He's got like tattoos all over himself, and he's got that build, the haircut. Looks, a bit like a. I was going to say Dominic Cruz, but not really. And I think he's going to end up being our wild card lover boy of our gang, getting taking down Frank. All the baddies are running after him. We know they're baddies because they've got hoodies on. Oh, he's got one of them like just regular trainers. He's just done a massive leap from one building to another to get away from them, and another massive leap. Oh, he's very, very athletic. And the guy in the hoodies can't do it. The guy with the hoodie's going to be like, whoa, oh, the guy with the hoodie's done it too, so it can't be that bad. And the other second guy, yeah, he did it too. Okay, it's not as impressive when 3 people do exactly the same thing. But I bet you can't do that. I bet you can't jump through a window and bunny hop through it like that. Oh, the other guy just hit the wall and fell down. Yeah. The other guy tries to jump through the window. He does it, but it's the rolling. I mean, these guys are acrobatic. Now, to be a henchman, do you have to do like a gymnastics course? I just feel like that's a big ask. Oh, and our hero guy is here with him, and he punched the baddies for him, and they fell into some more vegetables. And tell you what, these vegetables are taking a hell of a battering in this film. So him and his friend, he's just coming to talk. He's going to make him join his gang. He's like lit his cigarette for him. It's like a big fat roll up. Like it's not a jazz cigarette. It's like just a regular cigarette, but it's just like rammed with tobacco and big fatty. So this guy is like a bit of a like, hey, listen, if I'm having sex with gangsters' sisters, then I guess that's just the way I do things. And then obviously the baddies don't like it. So have we got the full squad together now? Can we go and take on Frank? It feels like, oh my days, it just feels like a never-ending group of people who I'm not quite sure who they are joining this guy to. I'm not quite sure why it's $10 million. I don't know where the $10 million number came from. The acrobat woman, it looks a bit like, is it Morena Baccarin? I'm not sure I'm saying her name right. It's a bit like her. And she has a bit of a thing for the leader of the gang, I guess. So we've got another little loving, I don't know, romantic plot point here. But all those refugees, I don't know, since minute 7, we've not seen hide nor hair of any of them. The wife is still wondering where her son is. And he's like, let's make some tea. Oh, my word. Got time for tea and cigarettes here. And I feel like they're trying to promote the trainers of that athletic guy who was running a minute ago, because he keeps zooming in on his white trainers. So it's like some sort of sponsorship from some training. So we're all in what seems like the clubhouse here. We've got tech guy, old bald guy, like kind of Randy Couture guy. We've got leader guy who's like come out of prison and getting all that to. We've got the free running MMA guy. and acrobat woman and other acrobat guy. I think I don't even know if the other acrobat guys turned them down, but acrobat woman is there. So is he? I don't know. I think we've got 7 of them, and then the tech guy is a bit strange. He's just like, "Oh, we're gonna pray," like joking, and everyone's just like, "Shut up, Weasel," or something. Let's call him Weasel. So where's your son? Dead. But the son's dead? He's just talking about the death of the son very, like, matter-of-factly. She's just like, can you have that conversation when I'm not here? It's still a little bit raw. It's raw. These people have not a lot of charisma, this group, this gang. Let's talk about snacks now. Let's talk about snacks. He's never stopped smoking since he started. Considering he's such an athletic guy and runs around a lot, I mean, it's quite unhealthy. Unless he's smoking that lettuce from earlier on. Oh, all of a sudden the guitar music swells for no reason. It's like almost like Bill and Ted. I think everyone's in. I think everyone's agreed that they're in. Like some of them are a bit like, I don't know if I want to do it, and then the other guys are like, I'm in. I'm doing this shit. I mean, the other guy, he made the woman stab her dad, so like that's pretty bad. So I'm rooting for these guys. However, it seems like he's come out of prison, so he must have done something bad. I don't know. Maybe it was like, back to the evil regime. He's like a Robin Hood kind of character. He's a wacky character, our tech guy, because he's got a gap between his tooth. That's how we know he's wacky. Who's with us and who's against us? I mean, we're all with you? Question mark. And we've got, well, we're coming up to 33 minutes here now. Still in the clubhouse, still arguing. Just impossible to be interested in. It's like they're actively making a film to like an endurance test. It's like, you think you like bad movies? How about a movie where nothing happens? Like you see Mike Tyson at the beginning, you see the guy from the Game of Thrones, and you think maybe they'll have a fight and it'll be over in just over an hour. Oh no, we'll have 7 minutes of those two guys where it's quite funny, which is pretty much the same as in the trailer. Then we'll have an hour and 20 minutes of just people bickering about nothing, like sub-Expendables, Clubhouse BS. And then at the end, maybe we'll see Mike Tyson again, and they'll be like, "Goodbye, everyone." Like, got a kiss. So yeah, I don't know. It's Pharaoh's War. I can do that. We can do this. Stay with me. Watch this with me. If I have to watch it, you should watch this with me. I think it's like a patience test, a strength of character. If you've watched this whole video with me, you deserve, and you've watched the film obviously at the same time, you deserve, a right royal pat on the back. Oh, the guitar's off again. And now they're off. Oh, do they not live in the same area? Oh, so yeah. Oh, of course, these 6 Middle Eastern people wearing those big scarves and shawls, clearly none of them related, all carrying army bags and army backpacks. Of course, security is not going to look at them at all. Of course, they're just going to wander through. This is the most unrealistic thing about the film. They're just going to get through the airport like it's no bother. No one's going to question them. They're clearly not related because some of them got like different. Well, they might be related by marriage and stuff, but they don't look like a family. They just look like a random assortment of people. Just wandered through the airport like no one's bothered. And now they're out in the middle of the countryside in their 4x4s. We've got a BMW there. maybe like a Land Rover and some sort of flat packed house with an outdoor swimming pool for some reason on the middle on some house and in the middle of nowhere, like very open, everyone can see it. They've lined up all their guns really nicely. There's like one, two, three, four, like 30 guns all in a row just there. Some chains for some reason. That'll come in handy later on. Some bullets, and then the tech guy's on his phone, probably setting up remote charges and stuff. But it's not like they're hiding the fact that they're assembling an armory of stuff. What's he trying to do with his phone? Is take a picture of them all, a group shot. So we've got, yeah, all the guns are sat there. They're all sat on top of this house. Hundreds of guns, big mountain range behind them. The old guy who they're talking to now, I think who they're just meeting, maybe for the first time, looks a bit like George Carlin. I'm pretty sure it isn't George Carlin, but imagine George Carlin, and you imagine this guy, and then just put like a shawl on him, like your grandma might have. So he's maybe like the old wizened old battle expert who's going to help our hero know what to do. And our hero's just kind of stood there with a cigarette, just sort of staring at him, like not really listening, not taking. He's just trying to remember his own lines, I think. It keeps zooming out and showing us all the weapons. I mean, there's not been any action since the fight in the. Oh no, there was the fight in the greengrocers, and then there's the guy running away from because he'd had relations with this baddie's sister, who's like he ran away and he did a bit of free running and jumping. There's not been any action since then. Meanwhile, it's been a whole lot of smoking in this film, and just a lot of chatting and smoking. This guy's got a nice gilet on. With his hair and his gilet, he looks like he's from maybe like London or something. And the MMA guy's kind of like he's got like a figure hugging white t-shirt on and making himself a good target with that bright white t-shirt on. And now we're at a lake. Oh, okay, we've got somebody pensively looking out to a lake. Probably reflecting on that kid, if he's dead or not. I don't know. I can't work out if the kid's dead or still stolen. These two, the acrobat woman and the lead guy, have had some sort of romantic past that we're supposed to give a damn about. He stood like this. And she's like, oh, those are big earrings. She's an acrobat. She could get those big hoop earrings stuck on her trapeze and have a real problem. She'll end up with those big, massive lobes pulled down, like the tribal earrings if she's not careful. It's almost like someone's reading an audiobook. The dubbing is so bad, so it's like an audiobook running to this film is like the background to the audiobook. Wow. Can you believe there's an hour left of this, an hour and 17 left of this film? We were literally just coming up to 40 minutes in. Oh, oof, sheesh. I get the feeling this may have been filmed on like a very high res phone, possibly, or like one of those things you see like big YouTubers have. That's like a camera, but it's like a looks like a camera you take pictures with, but like a film camera, like a 4K thing, and obviously loads of drones and loads of drone shots in this. And now we're back to a model trying out these different weapons, accidentally pointing them at each other. Is it raining? Oh, it's raining now, and they don't want the guns to get wet, so they're covering them up with some tarpaulin. Well, you shouldn't have put all your guns on top of the house anyway, should you, really? It's a fucking stupid thing to do. And here comes either there's like a blockade, or like the gangsters do like a blockade when they're going in underground to get through. I think there's like there's like they're in a water tank or a petrol tank, but they're inside the actual tank, like in like plastic suits. Oh, it's like a gas tank. So I guess they're filling it full of water to make people think it's a gas tank. And then when the people come to have a look inside, they're going to dip down under the water so you can't see them, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that's what they're doing. But surely water is known for being quite clear, so you just see them in their swimsuits. But yeah, he's not had a look. He's just seen like, yeah, looks like petrol to me. Doesn't smell like petrol. Probably smells like water. But he's like, yeah, no, it's not odorless petrol. Is there such a thing? So yeah, truck's been given the way the wave through. I do love a good period of like a blockade or have to get through a checkpoint. I like all that kind of stuff in films. It's good. Everyone holds their breath, but there was no tension in that. It was just like, we're going to hide in this, and the guy's like, okay. They got in it. They went in it. I don't think they discussed it actually. I just worked it out as they were in it, and then just waved them through. There was no tension. It was like, it worked because they're dead clever. Now they're all out of their suits. No, is that real petrol? If it is real petrol, they will absolutely stink no matter what, even if they took the plastic suits off. And also be very flammable. And considering they all smoke, they could accidentally set each other on fire. And now the woman's kind of dressed like Neo. Oh, ad break in 3, 2, 1. Is it going to be? Yep. Crazy Kinsey. Tons of fun. Do you know, it's making me actively not want to see this, so I was doing the opposite. And not that I would be, I'm probably not that interested in watching this anyway, I don't think. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, Tubi Original. I'm back. We are 41 minutes and 55 seconds into this film, and we are now through the checkpoint, walking slowly in slow motion with all our guns for everyone to see in the wreckage of an old building. With our friends, the Expendables Absolute B Squad. This is like when the NWO had too many members in it. This is like that. When you're walking with a gun over your shoulder, is it a good idea to have that gun over your shoulder pointing at the people walking behind you? I'm not a gun expert, but what if you trip when you're walking along? He's walking with her on his shoulder now. I don't know what he's doing there. He's just being silly, I think. Oh, there's a guy with who's just dumped her down on the ground because they were having too much fun. This is the problem. There's a bad guy. I don't think that these people have ever been in any kind of army before, because they're all just making loads of noise and running together. And there's just one person that they need to take down, and everyone's kind of descending on them from different angles. It just doesn't seem to make any sense. It just doesn't seem to make any sense. Oh, music's playing. Ah, the music stops. And the ropes drop down. The bad guy throw a stone at him to get his attention, and he's like, "What stones? I hate stones. I better go investigate." Surely letting him know that you're there is not a good idea. They've tied a rope around his foot. And he goes, whoop, whoop, up, and yeah, and he's hanging up in the air now. This is the bit that I edited into the trailer earlier on. Looked familiar, but I put a cartoon sound in it when he went up. He's just started a fire? The pyrotechnics guys just started a fire for no reason? Are they trying to attract Frank here for the big showdown because they've bought a blown up old building to fight in? Oh, they're using one of their guys, as a like he's gone to Frank's hideout to say, look, listen, I've got your guy here tied to my car. And you know what? We know that what Frank's going to say, don't you? I don't care about that guy. He's just one of my many faceless, nameless minions. Like, I'm not bothered. So you can shoot him. Frank's not even there. Let's be honest. It's just Frank's entourage. His frontourage. It's like Frank's entourage. And meanwhile, Trinity's climbing up the building on the other side in a leather jacket because she's an acrobat. Don't forget, she's an acrobat. We've not seen her do anything acrobatic other than be the person tied to the wheel and have balloons shot by a crossbow. Anyway, she's doing that now. She's behind the guy. She just blew in his ear and then punched him in the face, and then he's fallen. No, man. Is it a good idea letting people know you're there before you hit them? Like, you have to get someone's attention. Oh, and she's just done like a sort of wheel kick. Tied. No, she's done like a wheel kick. She's picking them off one by one while the leader's chatting with the hostage. 3 running guys just jumped through, done a double like front drop kick. Okay, we're having a bit of action here. Oh, of course they're going to try and shoot him. Oh, no, all the guns are all going from all angles now. I'm not quite sure why he was like a come in peace with your guy tied to my car. I don't get it. Oh, he's driving in. He's got like an old like jalopy, not jalopy, like off-road car, and he's drove in through the thing, and now they're running. There's a lot of running. The bad guy, we don't even know who he is. He's got his whole face covered up, and that might make me think that they're possibly reusing the same people. She's just done a big like skiddle on the ground and then like tied him up with wires. She likes throwing people off buildings and hanging them by stuff, and she also likes doing like wheel kicks. She just popped down through a hole. Somebody's written the names as BFFs on a wall there. I'll try and tell you who they are if I can see that later. This is a very detailed commentary I'm giving here, I must say. There's holes in walls, so they can like pull people through the holes in the walls. It's a bit of the opposite of a glory hole. It's like it's not going to be a nice happy ending for you. Oh, he's just explosive expert has just basically put like a pocket calculator on some sausages, and that's supposed to be dynamite, I think. Watch out for the broken step, you guys. He's funny. He's our expert. He's got his arm. His arm is being pulled through a wall, but she's like, "No, get off his arm," and kicks him. And he's telling the other. He's basically cable tied his arm into that wall. It's hard to tell who's our team and who's not. We're wearing very similar clothes. Only our lead guy is like some sort of. It's either a gilet or a bulletproof jacket. I mean, they can't just be throwing. Oh, he's just throwing like a big fake rock at him, and he's against the wall. What's going on? Run. Kicking the balls. Headbutt. Old fella. Old fella's good at like brute force stuff. He's the Randy Couture of this. And another guy goes down. Is there just one bad guy left? No, the two fighting. Little punchies and swinging on doors and biff, kapow, punchy, jumping downstairs. It's almost like if you're going to jump down the stairs like that, like maybe it's like 5 steps. I don't even know if you need to push yourself off and do it in an acrobatic way, because it doesn't feel to me like you could just run down those stairs in the same time. There's only like say 6 steps. Just like basically just saying, look at me, I'm athletic. So they've now got all the baddies. They've zip tied them all up and they got them all. Hang on, he said Frank was your enemy. Your enemy's enemy's my friend. Right, so your enemy is Frank. Enemy's enemy is my friend. So if you're the enemy, so are they friends? So why have they just fought and like beat each other up if they're friends? Your enemy's enemy. This is just a riddle. The lighting just completely changed. It was like quite bright on their face, and it's exactly the same shot. And he's like, and then the lighting just went from like the light went out, like the on-set light just went out. But where's Frank? He's doing a bit of that. In a bit of a what we would used to call like a Vince McMahon walk, or a Conor McGregor walk, and he's doing what's it called? Triple H calls it an imaginary lat syndrome or something. And some fake gold bars. Honestly, they look like I can see that they're painted. Oh, is it? Yeah. I mean, budget probably didn't go to like 100 real gold bars. Oh, here we are. We've got Frank's just having a couple of his friends fight for his entertainment, while all the refugees, it don't seem like they're that bothered about being taken by Frank. They're just kind of like clapping and enjoying the fighting. So yeah, maybe it's not so bad being with Frank after all. Maybe Frank's got a bad rap. Where's Mike Tyson? Oh, got like a gut wrench suplex then, and that guy thinks it's hilarious. The son has grown up a bit since last time we saw him at the beginning of the film, seemingly. He's not dead though, so that's good. They're fighting around big bales of hay, a bit American Ninja style. Is it American Ninja where they fight in the big bale? Yeah, and then they become best friends. Oh, it's exciting. Okay, next fighters, you're up. Oh, Frank's like, okay, here I am. Here comes Frank. Oh, everyone stop clapping. Frank's here. He's a big wide unit, is Frank, I must say. Oh, he just uppercutted the guy into a big bale of hay, and then the other guy was watching just got knocked over as well. And now he's taking the woman off with him. He's like claiming his prize, which is the woman. How lovely. Frank, your attitudes are outdated. Here we are. Bit of smoking outside before the inevitable Frank. We're halfway through this movie. The inevitable Frank showdown later on, I guess. If we had a lot less sort of navel gazing and smoking and chatting, this film could have been done by now. Where's Tyson? You're better off having Tyson Fury, you big dosser. Tyson Fury's a strange guy, isn't he? He's a strange. You're a big dosser. What are you doing, you big dosser? You're a knobbit. I don't like it. Just odd. How can people be like, oh, he's my favorite athlete? I love Tyson Fury. Like, he's just an amazing personality. Like, I don't even think I'd want to go for a pint with him, if I'm honest. Like, fighters who I've always liked have kind of a bit of a, almost like a bit of a self-depreciating attitude, or like just seeing like they're so badass that they don't have to tell everyone they're badasses all the time. Like, I quite like someone like, say, I don't know, like Forrest Griffin, or let's see, who's a Steve Collins always seemed like a cool boxer, like a cool guy. I don't know. I remember reading a biography about Joe Louis. He seemed like a cool fighter, cool guy. So we're on a truck again now. We're very much open here. Everything's very on the open, so everyone can see what weapons they've got and what they're doing. And there's no like local authorities or anyone stopping them, or Frank's people who aren't in Frank's base. How do they even get time to do bad stuff when all they do is just hang around their own base? They're driving one of those trucks. Is it GMC trucks, like a Marty McFly's truck, but white? I would quite like to see a model or a toy of Marty McFly's truck from Back to the Future. We see a lot of DeLoreans. I think I've got a DeLorean somewhere, but I'd quite like to see one of those GMC. I think it's a bit like the Fall Guys truck. So this is GMC as well. I know this is right next to me, so I'm just holding it. But like that's a GMC truck as well, isn't it? A Fall Guys truck. What's that? General Motors, yeah. So the is General Motors the one, or is that Ford that Roger and Me is about, the Michael Moore film Detroit? Was GMC in Detroit? I don't know enough about cars. I have a friend who's a huge car person. I would ask him that question. He would know the answer as well. He'd know a car by the smell of its exhaust. Mike Tyson's reading a book. I'm making no comment on that. Oh, so Tyson is part of the guys who have been, hostages. They trusted us. They thought we were liberators. Tyson's explaining the morality of what Frank's doing here as an ex-soldier who was here to liberate and help people in the country, to suddenly get caught up in, being the worst warlord ever. Reason with him, Mike. That would be an interesting trailer, wouldn't it? You want to see Mike Tyson reason with someone? Confucius say. That's mean. How do I shouldn't do that. That's not me, isn't it? we've got some sort of generic doodly doodly doo music. And now we're having a look through this fake camera. Not camera, those goggle things. Oh, he's just looking at ladies and going through his what are they called? Binoculars, but like military ones. Be so good if he pulls it away and he's got the black rings around his eyes. That would be awesome. I think they did that in a Zucker in a Zaz film. Oh, here comes Frank in his white van. So we're ready, guys. There's 7 of us. About 1,007 of those. I like those odds. Music change. The music changes in this are so jarring. There's like a bit of music, then it stops, and then a completely different bit of music stops. Like in between, there's nothing. Oh my word! Even the extras are dubbed. Everyone's dubbed. This film is like the most dubbed film I've ever seen. If you literally clicked on it and put like audio 1 English in a film, and it was like a foreign film, that's what this would be like. Strangers in the Village. Frank has even got his own little logo. The bag, like everyone wears Frank's skull with a seemingly like some sort of knife through the top of it logo, just to recognise that they're Frank's guys. That would have been really helpful earlier on when I realised that they were fighting some people who were going to join them in their fight. If I'd have known that Frank's guys wear Frank's logo. Oh, there you go. Look, yeah, they're all wearing it. You've got merchandise. Frank's merchandise is on point. You've got Frank's skull. What is it, like a screw in his hat in the top of the skull? You've got Frank bandanas, you've got Frank hoodies, Frank like bobble hats, not bobble hats, like beanie hats, teeny weeny beanies. There's a guy overacting here behind her as well. She's dressed almost like she's like Gypsy Rose Lee or something. So Frank's guys are yeah, they're on point with the brandy. I know Frank went and got like a deal somewhere. He was just like, oh, he has somebody on the team who can sew. And he just went online and got like a load of sew on badges. And he was like, okay, so we're starting a gang. We need some branded stuff. And this guy's like, oh, I am excellent at sewing. I'm a whiz on a sewing machine. So yeah, we've got 10 more seconds of Crazy Kinsey, and then we start up again. So if you're watching with me, you might want to pause, unless you're watching same adverts as me. I'll give you a time check in a second. Crazy Kinsey, to be original, watch for free. No, thank you. It is 57 minutes and 44 seconds, 45 seconds, 46 seconds, 47 seconds, coming up to 58 minutes. Woo, woo, woo. Will we get to an hour before I collapse? Who knows? So yeah, they were trying. Oh, he was acting. He was pretending to be a character to find out information. But yeah, back to Frank's guys. Wow, Frank's guys, like, they've got an excellent seamstress. If you're a man, can you be a seamstress? Or iron on. When they iron, they don't look iron on. They look good quality stuff. Or he's gone online and got a job. Maybe he's gone he's got like a Tea Public shop or something like that. I've got a Teespring shop myself. If you like bad movie t-shirts, go into my channel and you can actually find some pretty cool t-shirts on there. I genuinely amazing. I would wear them. In fact, I do wear them, and I'm wearing one of our fellow YouTubers t-shirts myself. So I'm wearing my Rob's Vintage Video t-shirt, which you can't quite see, but his is really, really cool. Yeah, I think I've got an Al Car t-shirt somewhere as well. So a red one. So yeah, I mean, Frank's got them. I'm not going to put any Frank t-shirts on that's very niche on my channel, on my shop. I don't think anybody knows anything about my t-shirts. I don't think anyone's ever actually bought one. I don't think I've ever made any money off them, but I had fun making them. So, I did some pretty cool. I think there's some Night of the Living Dead ones on there, some Steven Seagal, some like quite niche stuff from really like bad films like Rhonda's Workout, and I think I've got a Vincent Price t-shirt on there. By the way, there's lots of shooting going on. Yeah, I'm quite happy with them. I quite like them compared to a lot of merchandise. I say, I'm like, oh yeah, I buy that. But then again, I made it, so it's hard to be. It's hard to be a. I would say I'm my own worst critic. So yeah, if I say they're okay, I'm not. I'm not just saying that. Lots of shooting and fire as some of Frank's men go down. Not like that. Saucy sod. Um, as the Middle Eastern music plays, as they walk through the smoke and fire towards us, it's like we have come to liberate you. We are the not expendables. Oh, it's his wife. Oh, so he was licking his lips out when he was looking through the binoculars around. I just thought he was just like ladies, but he was just like that's how he looks at his wife through binoculars after he's not seen her for a while. He's like, when Frank finds out you shot his men, he will kill us all. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I don't think this is all of where Frank lives. I think Frank has lots of different little enclaves. So they liberate these guys and then they move on to the next one. It's kind of like Command and Conquer Red Alert. There's like different levels you have to get through. So they're trying to say there are some negatives here about Frank that you guys need to hear. I know you like the fighting with bales of hay. I appreciate the fact that he takes your women off and uses them as his slaves. I mean, I'm sure you're all having great fun with that, but there is some bad stuff when it comes to Frank. For example, you're all living in burnt out buildings, hardly have any food. You're all getting beaten up, and somebody just murdered for fun. They are trying to convince them. They're saying, listen, you've got to fight back against Frank. This is not fun. You're not going to enjoy it. Long term, Frank's not for you. The financial implications of being a slave of Frank, it's going to take you a long while to recover from. Get yourself a low yield ISA. Oh, he's doing the only enemy of enemy is my friend thing. It worked with the last group, so he's going to say the same thing again. People, he goes, it's like consider the lily, you know. Mike Tyson popped up briefly to read a book and tell Frank that what he's doing is wrong. Mike, let's be honest, Mike was there one day, yeah. Oh, so the guy before wasn't overacting. He had like a maybe some sort of like maybe I don't know, like physical, like I don't say muscular dystrophy. Maybe that's cool. I wasn't sure if he was overacting because I was like, oh, I wouldn't put it past this film to have somebody pretend to have some sort of special need, but no, I think he does. That's cool. Okay, so the lady is now spelling out all Frank's where everything is, where the weapons are. They've got the whole let's roll out the map and put pepper pots and stuff on it. Not the woman from Iron Man, but put little stones and people and things on to show where everything is. What is this? A library for ants? The lead guy, or the one of the guys who's joined them, he doesn't look unlike George Clooney with the grey beard. I'm not saying everybody with a grey beard looks like George Clooney. I don't. My head's too big. I've got a big head. But for those guys who I'm here, this YouTube channel is to represent people with big, long Dutch heads like me, like that. Big, long faces. Postman Pat, me, James Van Der Beek, people like that. Willem Dafoe, Ted Danson. He's the king. He's our king. He's got a bigger head than all of us. I don't mean that figuratively. I do mean that literally. Who else has got a long head? You can tell I'm kind of losing my focus on the film here. They're just in the dark, sat around like a campfire here. It's like Friday the 13th, but if there was no Jason and every scene was just sat around telling stories around a campfire. One man's enemy is an enemy of my enemy's friend. That's my enemy. Hmm. Yes. Who else has got a big long head I can think of? Well, those are the main ones. I think Danson's the guy. Van der Beek, the younger end of that scale. Hmm. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll do a countdown video, top 10 big-headed actors. People are like, oh, he knows a lot of anger, a lot of arrogant superstars. I'm like, no, just like people whose heads look a bit long. Postman Pat, he's the guy. He's your archetype. Who else have we got? I'm gonna look around trying to think. This is important. Nobody in this film has a big long head. It's trickier than you think. I've come up with like 5 there. Yes, well, we could never be Batman. We wouldn't work. Our heads wouldn't look right in the cowl. It's quite unconventional, I think. Like you saw, more round-headed actors tend to be ones people find more attractive, like your DiCaprios, I guess. People like that. Like feminine, cute male features, like a young, like Zac Efron. Like his head isn't, long. He's seen as attractive, isn't he? Conventionally good looking. There's nobody in this film like that. So they're still chatting about this 10 million. Frank has 10 million. I don't feel like 10 million is a lot for a warlord. Like, it's not even like a decent right back for Chelsea in this day and age. 10 million. It's a bargain in Premier League. It's like a third choice right-sided centre half for Brighton. It's like maybe like a Webster for Brighton, or it's like it's maybe like Harry Winks or someone for like Leicester. Anyway, that's a bit of a niche reference. 49 minutes left of this shizzle. Sweet cigarettes. Makes me want to smoke this film. Makes me want to become a smoker. Cover yourself in petrol, get inside a big petrol wagon, and then start up a big cigarette. I found the kid. What kid? Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Good night. Good night, Irene. Basically, once I get the sun back, we're done. We're over. We're done-ski. We're through. That's what he's saying. Just call him a coward. Oof. I'm trying to have a look and see if I've got like a sort of a more engaging background for us while we watch this final third of the film. Let's see if I can. How about a nice field, sunset of field? How about that? Might cheer us all up a little bit. I'm just trying to get myself through this, man. There we go. Let's put this on. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, lovely. Pharaoh's War. 2 out of 10. IMDb, I gave it 1. It's got an average of 3. Oh my word. Let's put the flowers back on. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Right. Feel happy now already. It's cheered me up a bit. It's so dusty and so much just smoking in the dark in this film. Smoking in the dark. Oh, we got a bit of cowboy music going here because we're waiting. Oh, it's Summer Franksman. How do we know? Branding. At some point, it's got the Frank logo. Now, if I can get a better look at it this time, I'll tell you if it's iron on or sew on patches, or whether they've got them already like printed on. I don't know. I'll let you know. This is important. Okay, so just stay with me. It looks. I'll zoom in. Can I zoom in? No. Oh, stay still. They might be stuck on patches onto just whatever they're wearing. So like I've done this in a school play before where I've wanted to highlight that somebody was a character. So I've just got like a safety pin and stuck a thing on their shirt to show that they are something. Oh, we've got a rocket launcher here. Not branded. Oh, everyone's shooting now. A lot of shooting. Oh, there goes the mortar shells. Is it a mortar shell or bazooka? I don't know. Kicky guy, MMA guy, just did like a knee lift. He loves jumping over like things. He just jumped over a tiny wall. He made it look like he was, Barishnikov. Oh, biff, boff, baff. Oh, he's just popped through a hole and kapow. He's fighting the guy with the hair, the Hulk Hogan style head scarf on with the Frank's badge on. Well, he's just firing mortars at buildings where his friends have just run into them. This guy has got no understanding. Oh, here she comes, acrobat lady. She must be boiling in that leather jacket, but she's just showing it to show that she's like a kind of kooky acrobat. Oh, there goes one guy. When you get shot, you have to throw yourself backwards into something, apparently. You don't just die and fall down. Oh, two of them gone. It was nice of them to fall down before they were shot as well. I thought that was good. Oh, here comes a hand grenade. Running away. Oh, no. He fell inside. She is using ropes and ropes and ropes. And she's tying him up, twisting and turning. Oh, he just got shot through the back. It went right through him. He's using him as a shield. Sierra Hotel. India. Echo. Lima Delta. Shield. Oh, guy just fell through a wall. That was through a door. That was quite funny. I would have put that in the trailer if I'd have seen that. I just skipped through it to make my little trailer. Oh, he's being lifted up by a baddie and given a hug. Fighty. Oh, he's got a leather jacket with a massive Frank logo on it. Team Frank. He's Team Frank all day long. Oh, here comes Mum. She's just got a handgun and she's just like bang, bang, bangity, bang, bang. She's like, yeah, I'm with you. And the two women had a little moment. She's like, oh, and she spent too long smiling at her in the middle of a gunfight. And now she's dead. And now we're going, But she has fallen into a hole, which will make it easier for burying her. So I was, oh dear, everyone stopped because the mum got shot. Why did she do that? She walked out. She was like, bang, 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 emptied her gun, and then just stood there like, yeah, girl power, like with the other guy. And then she's like, got shot. Oh dear. Shoot, move on. She'll learn that next time. If you believe in reincarnation, she'll learn that for next time. Oh dear. You got to keep fighting, acrobat lady. Oh, everyone stopped. Oh, he's like, hang on. The guy he was mourning the lady, and a guy grabbed him and he was like, hey, are we not supposed to be fighting here? And he was just like, fuck off, and shot him without even looking. He was just like, I am upset. Now I'm going to shoot everyone in slow motion. She's going, So if you want to see that whole scene, that was around 1 hour 13 minutes onwards is probably the funniest, silliest scene in the film. Not because she died. That's sad. It's terribly sad. It's really upsetting. But the response to her death was ridiculous. Got blood all over her. Blood on her face. Big disgrace. Being an acrobat all over the place. Well, we killed all these people, and their lives were, let's say, expendable. But we lost the mother of. I must go to Frank alone. I am sat on a throne. He's literally sat on a throne, our leader, sat on a throne in the middle of a war zone. Tell Frank it's me and him now, mate. Go. Get all your men. Get out of here. It's just me and Frank now. Frankie baby. That guy looks far too old for that big sort of snaky tattoo on his arm. It's a bit silly. It's a bit like Wayne Lineker, if you know Wayne Lineker. What children are you looking for? You know, had this conversation earlier on. Oh my word. Just don't listen. I don't know who anybody is, and they don't listen to each other. It's ridiculous. You shut up. Shut your face. I'm not talking to you. This is the dialogue that was written for this film. Shall I put a Drederick Tatum behind me as well? Instead, I'll have Drederick Tatum directly behind me, but also two Drederick Tatum. No. Let's stick with the flowers. I'm here to get my son back. So that's the kid you're after. What a stupid question, isn't it? You brought us here just to get your son back? You selfish bastard. Trying to protect a small child. You dick. We thought it was about $10 million. We thought it was about something bigger than, the lives of innocent people. We're here for $10 million, mate. It's ridiculous. I'm offended. Call yourself a mercenary? I'm going to revoke your mercenary card. Oh, they're fractious now. They're all fracturing the group, the gang. Listen, I want to get my kid back. But if you get $10 million out of this, then you will have the moral victory. You'll have done the right thing, won't you? It's all about the money for you, is it? It's like the argument is the opposite of what most people have, which is like, you wanted $10 million. We thought we were here to save your kid. In this one, it's like, you wanted to save your kid? I thought we were here for $10 million. So instantly, at least half of the good guys now really are just mercenary baddies. What about Tyson? Where does he stand on this? It'd be funny if he was just Frank's forced bride, or he was just you just see Frank get out of bed and Mike Tyson's there and he's just got a sheet wrapped around him and he's like, oh Frank, just leave it. It was funny if it was they were a couple. I remember quite progressive and quite interesting. Somebody recently, I can't remember who it was, it said, oh, it's Frank Capra, who said there are no rules in filmmaking. There are only sins, and the biggest sin is for it to be boring. Something like that. And I think that about the Crazy Keensay, which is the advert that's on now. So we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to Mike Tyson reading a book. 1 hour 17, 48, 49. Mike Tyson. I wonder what he's reading. It looks like maybe the Quran. If it is, you've got to be careful. You don't want to be invoking anybody. It's not like, if you make a film and somebody picks up a Bible out of a hotel room or something, you're all right. But you've got to be careful. So Frank's teaching the little kid how to shoot a gun. This kid should just shoot Frank. All of his men and Frank having a chat with this kid now. No, he's found out who the father of the kid is. I'm your father now, he said. I'm your father. I'm your father now. Can you imagine anyone saying that? Just going, I'm your father now. I just made that decision. I'm your father. The other guy with the mask on behind is boiling. He's got the four of them have got Frank skull masks on, sprayed silver. Oh, he's a rat. This guy's in Frank's team, but he's running between both of them. We've got a problem, man. Let's just have Frank versus this guy, and we'll end it. Oh my word, Frank gets out of this 4x4, and it looks like he's getting out of a little tiny clown car. Shot a bird? Oh no, he just shot up in the air to show that he's unarmed. We're having a bit of a show, a bit of a tete-a-tete, a bit of a sit down. It's not a sit down because they stood up. I think Frank's had a hair transplant. I think he's been to Turkey. He's had his hairline moved down a little bit. Save my number so we can call me and pray together. Is that a joke? Frank does a lot of this. I don't think Frank is dubbed, and it really highlights that everybody else is. You like shouting to the crowd even when there's no crowd? Ridiculous. What's Frank's? What's your game? Oh, double crossed. Are they double crossing Frank? See, look, grey-haired guy who I was mentioning earlier on. He was playing both sides. He's on Frank's side, and it's been a double cross. They've all turned, and all of their people have been taken down. Now he's stupid. They just called him stupid. That's it. We're all effed. Effed in the A. That's it. Is that the end of the film? Or is Mike Tyson going to take everyone on? 1 hour 20 and 48 seconds. 35 minutes left. Only about another 8 My Crazy Keen Say adverts as well in between. I'm your father now. I think Star Wars stole that whole thing from this. Where'd you get a Frank mask from? Where'd you get your Frank mask from? Stop talking to me. You're supposed to be a hostage. I just really want one. Where's Curly Top Kid? He was acting, giving it all this, shooting a gun. I'm this person's son. I was just thinking, I'm losing my sympathy for you as a hostage. All these people have died. And it should be about $10 million, not about this kid. Everyone's smoking. There's not a scene in this film where someone isn't smoking. Even there's a guy smoking there. Oh no, I thought it was a guy with a Halloween mask smoking through the Halloween mask. How's he? Who do you think you are, God? You're just a weak man. And then he slapped him across the face. And he thought, oh, didn't know you were going to do that to me. Is that what you get when I insult you? You slap me in the face. Shot someone. Oh, he shot the old guy. To be fair, he was the one playing both sides, so that's okay. If I was to choose someone to get killed, it'd be him. Oh, they're all got. It's like, oh, she got shot as well. No, she just got slapped across the face and punched in the face. This is like the Dirty Dozen. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to get quite emotional. I've seen, all the Dirty Dozen, even the TV movie one. Obviously, I got really attached to those characters, and then as they gradually die off, and there's only like 1 or 2 of them left at the end, I was always like emotionally wrung out. I find it quite hard sometimes with films like that where, I mean, it's not exactly like an emotional drama or anything, but just the idea of you get attached to these people and then gradually one by one they all die. No, Mike Tyson just woke up. All this shooting and fighting and stuff. He's just like, what's going on? What's happening? She's like, oh, I've come to let you out of your shackles. And he's like, oh, tell me about it. Mike Tyson in prison. I find that hard to believe. Right. Oh, she just got in the stomach with it twice, 3 times with a butt of a gun. She's still holding on and fighting. Tyson's got him. He just went, ah. He loves doing. Oh, I thought I put those punchy sound effects in, but they did the same ones as me. Mike Tyson just only does short, like when he used to do those kind of punches when he was up close to people. Now he's shooting. It doesn't look like somebody who has ever used a gun before. And it looks a little bit bent. Oh, now he's using the gun as a sword and shot the guy through the stomach. And he went, yeah. He's like, stay with me as we lightly jog through this relic of a building. Tyson's on fire now. Tyson's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Oh. Some of the hostages are waking up, going, "Oh, it's like they've been in stasis." Oh, Frank, we really don't like you. You're not a nice man. These are the sort of, if I was writing this script, I'll be punching it up with lines like that. Like, you're a bad man, Frank. We don't like you. You're mean. Stop hurting us. Tyson would say things like, I'm going to beat you. Maybe punch and shoot you. These are all like just standard lines that I can add to any film if you need my script doc to work. Honestly, if you're watching this at 1 hour and 30 into the stream, God bless you. You are doing the Lord's work watching this film. I mean, it's better us watching it together and chatting about it. I might be in the chat. I'm recording this. This isn't live, but I might be in the chat if I'm available. I'm just kind of filming this because it's more of a commentary, more of an intimate commentary. Plus, I might not be available soon to do as many streams, and I do enjoy doing them. So please put a comment if you've watched it, or if you're on X or whatever, share it out. Tell me if you've seen Pharaoh's War. I would love to know if you've watched this along with me. That would be so much fun if you have, and what you thought of the film. Maybe you understood it more than me. Maybe you got the deep nuances of Frank's character more than I did. Maybe you know some of the characters' names. I forgot to look. Frank, obviously. Don't know what Tyson's called. Probably called Mike Tyson. He shoots a bit like this as well. He's like, when he has the little punches, he also has the little shooties. Like, he holds the gun like it's a toy gun. Right, come to me. He's literally, all of them just come and hug him. They're all having like a big group hug with him. Like, that's not going to help. He's basically got them all of these hundreds of refugees as like a human shield. He's like, let's go. It's all very like a man who's like an older gentleman, kind of like, sometimes this is going to sound mean because I'm not going to be long till I'm doing this, but like, kind of like when an older person runs, it's kind of more like they've filled their trousers. That's kind of what Mike Tyson's a bit like. I'm going to get my son, not your $10 million. You bastard, you're only here for your son. We're going to need your help. No. I'm in. Also, all of the refugees have been like, obviously they've had no food, they've been there for hours and hours and hours, but they're ready to fight. Maybe days, weeks, possibly. Mike Tyson was at least halfway through that book. Do you know who'd be good in this film because of all the locations and jumping off stuff? Tony Jaa. He would have been awesome. Thank God he's not in this film because, he didn't. I like Tony Jaa. So Frank is now running. Everyone's trying to get on like a bus. They've got a bus waiting for them. That's nice. Is he called George? Is Tyson called George? There were kids on the bus. So there's like maybe about 30 kids getting on a bus. Are they going to blow up this bus full of kids? It's like a bus that can't go over a certain speed and can't go below a certain speed. I think it was called the bus that couldn't slow down. Oh, terrible drivers driving straight into things without even, like, you could have just stopped at the side and then got out and fought, but they're just smashing into stuff. So much shooting, so many people, some of them we don't know who they are. It's very hard to tell who is who. Is Mike Tyson still? Yeah, I feel like his stuff has been shot separately. Oh, the bus is off. Now, are they going to try and... Oh, they just shot a mortar into like a big wooden stand. Oh, he jumped over it because he was like, I don't know. And there goes the bus with all the kids in it. I just feel like that bus with all the kids in it, we keep focusing on it for quite a bit, that maybe Frank's just going to be like, do you know what, blow up the kid bus. Oh, here comes Trinity. She's running again. Oh, Frank's got... So this is my bit from the trailer with the big gun. So Frank's now got the massive Topper Harley style gun where all the deaths come up on the screen. Now, I cut this in, and I was quite pleased with myself in my trailer. I cut this in so that there's a moment where it just cuts to Frank and he's got like a green screen behind him. And I did that deliberately. I just thought that would be funny. Let's put in that it was like, it was just there for hours. Just got Frank is got the biggest gun I've possibly ever seen. It's comically big. Mike Tyson's got a tiny little gun. Oh, the kid is fighting for Frank's side. He's like, I'm your father now. Oh, he's not going to shoot his own dad. Oh my word, this is very Oedipal? No, that's not quite Oedipal, is it? Unless he has sex with a gun. Oh no, the kid's having a moment. He's having a little flashback. He's like, hey, that's my dad. That's my dad. Give me back my room. So Rocky 5 all over again. Oh, he's going to save his dad. Yeah, he's turning on Frank and he shot a guy in his legs. Ooh, he went straight through that thing. Oh no, the kid's been picked up by, let me guess. Ooh, head scissors take down. I don't believe Rey Mysterio, this one. We're on 1 hour 30. Guys, we can do this. I'm not going to watch all the way through to the credits. It's a big cast. Where's Mike going now? They must have shot this at the same time or the same day as when they did the beginning bit where he's like, you're all safe, and then they weren't. And this guy's just sat down just contemplating life. The boy's gone. Oh, it's not Mike Tyson. It's another old dude. We'll find him, brother. There's a chance to get Frank. If you cut off the head of the snake, that's it. The snake's headless. The enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Enemy's friend. The enemy. Oh, no. I need to get my son. Listen, we are here for $10 million. Just please focus on the $10 million. Why did you turn on me? That's Morani. The kid's like, listen, I know, Frank, you about 10 minutes ago, you said, I am your father now. It doesn't work like that. I can't just be like, yes, you are. I am not afraid of you, young curly child. Frank's like, well, listen, I am bigger than you. I can punch you. I can stab you in. I can do all kinds of stuff because I am Frank. Let's play a little game. So we'll see. This is the big moment now. I paused for a second because my dog wanted to come in and watch the end of the film. So we're on 1 hour and 32 minutes. He is basically saying to Frank, Frank is saying to the kid, like, let's play a little game. He gave him a knife. We're going to play a little game of knifey, spoon, knifey. Yeah, that's not a knife. That's a fork. That's a spoon. I can't remember that line now. But yeah, me and Marcy are going to watch this. So I don't know what's going on there. Whether he's like, I think he's told the kid that he has to. Oh, this is hard work. That he has to kill his own dad to prove his loyalty. And Frank's like, "You're going to do that, aren't you?" And the kid's like, "Sure, Frank. Sure." Wink, wink. Oh my word! So many. Whatever happened to the pyrotechnics guy, the bomb guy? He's never really quite done anything in this. A little bit of comic relief earlier on. So many fires, so many muzzles of guns going off. Oh, he's got 2 guns, this guy. He's firing both guns at the same time. But surely those 2 guns are not equal to a machine gun, are they not? That's my take of it. Oh, we've got like a kind of gentle run towards the light music as Mike Tyson's like doing this all separately to everyone else, which I think is quite funny. It's really taking it out of me, this, to be honest, this film. I feel like I've done a lot of the fighting. What do you think, Marcy? She's not interested now. She came in all fired up, and literally she's got 0 interest in this film now. What is this kind of like Joe Satriani kind of guitar music? Oh, we've got a mortar. Oh, they shot him. Oh, he shot him as he was firing his mortar, so he still blew up the thing, but he just didn't have as good at aim. Is this the moment? Have we got our chance to take on Frank? What's taking us so long? Still 20 minutes left. Are we going to have a big Frank showdown with our lead guy as he gets his kid back, or oh, they've sped it up. They've genuinely sped it up. That was real. That was definitely sped up footage. Could they have not sped up half an hour of this so we could only watch an hour and a half instead of 2? Ridiculous. How long have I got left of this film? 20 minutes. Oh man. I'm hoping it's like a 15-minute credits at the end, and I can just stop and go and lie down for a bit and recover from this. I won't make you watch this for longer than 2 hours. I don't think that's fair. I think you would possibly say that was some sort of human rights atrocity. Guy with the 2 guns, his bullets are more powerful than everyone else's. He's got mind bullets. Mike Tyson holds a gun in a funny way. He's a funny dude. Drop the gun. Drop the fucking gun. You're both on the same side. We're on the same side, you silly sausage. Well, he wouldn't say that. Mike Tyson wouldn't say that. We're on the same side. He looks at him and he's like, "Boh, we're on the same side, you dork." There we go. Guitar music. Ooh, a headshot. Kill switch engaged. This fire burns. It really does. I've never seen so much fire in this film. If it was a film about bonfire night, there wouldn't be as much fire as this film. Oh, it's muscly headband Frank headscarf guy. He just was like, I can hear that you've got no bullets. So Mike Tyson's like, well, I guess we'll have to fight. You do know I'm Mike Tyson? Ooh, he just twatted Mike Tyson off a big tube. Oh, he popped back up. Okay, he's doing some like he's trying to work the body. He's trying to work the body here, but the guy is literally just like a big side of ham. So Mike maybe needs to, yeah, they're both punching him now. That's it. It's 2 of them punching him, which is kind of undermining how powerful Mike Tyson. Oh, the guy just shot him. That works. Thank you. Mike Tyson's like, thanks for shooting him. Our punches seem to be pointless. Well, Mike Tyson, the one thing about him in this film, it should be that every time he punches somebody, they just explode because, like, he's Mike Tyson. It should be like his punches are amazing, but he's just like he's laughing and smiling his way through this big battle. I don't think he knows what's going on. I'm not sure how aware he is that he's in a film. Maybe he thinks he's at like he thinks maybe he's at like a fun fair or something, or like a laser tag or something. He's like, I'm winning. We're on the same side. It's the sort of thing you do say to people at laser tag when they're shooting you, but they're on your team because everyone gets confused who's on whose side. I'm terrible at that. I always come last. There was a lot of smoke in laser tag stuff in the UK. There's a lot of smoke. That guy looks like Baz Rutten. But yeah, there's like a lot of smoke in laser tag. There's a lot of darkness. So for somebody who has poor eyesight and asthma, it's not so good for me. And I've got quite poor balance, so I tend to run into walls and things like that. And get shot like more than I think I'm getting shot. It's just not a good time for me. If you'd send me to like a laser tag and go-karting thing, that would be like one of my worst things you could take me to. I don't like either of those things. But strangely, people have always took me to them like, oh, we're going to love this because I think they like them, and I'm too nice to say no. But Mike Tyson is playing this like he's having a go on laser tag. Frank just headbutted a guy, but he made it look like he took a bite out of his head like he was an apple. So much smoking. Literally, this guy's like, "Will you stop shooting at me? I'm trying to have a fag here. I'm like smoking a cigarette. I'm trying to smoke here. We've got some sights, some laser guided sights. Oh, and everyone goes up. Oh, you should have fired that earlier on, the big firebomb thing. They're shooting at the bus. Oh, it's a different bus, not the kid. I just thought all the kids had been given a gun then. It was the same bus as before, but this time it had all the I say good guys on it. I don't know if they're after $10 million. I mean, everyone eventually is in life is going to die. No, but everyone in this film is going to die, surely, because there's just bullets everywhere. Is it just going to be the guy and his son left at the end? And Mike Tyson's like, okay, I'm going back to America now. Can I have my money before I get on the plane? Oh, another headshot. But he seems sad about that. Oh, there's Tech Guy. Is it Tech Guy? I get Tech Guy and the guy with the handicapped, not handy, like disabled guy. I get them mixed up. Oh, he's down. Tech Guy / other guy. He's done. Oh no, but just his final movement is his final thing is he's going. Yeah, it's Tech Guy because he's wiring something as he's dying. He's like, this is my moment. I'm going to blow myself up. I don't know if this is a good message that the good guy in the film wires himself up to a bomb and blows himself up. This is not the best way of selling this area of the world. This is like kind of almost anti propaganda for like people who think this is what all happens all the time in this area. He's just blown himself up to like heroic music. My days. And everyone's like, oh, it's really sad, but what a hero. One person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter, I guess. So when they're not, I don't know. It's confusing. This is confusing. I put more thought into this film watching it than they did making it. Frank is now, he's got like a little Uzi. No, is it an Uzi? Yeah, maybe it's an Uzi. And then he's throwing a big barrel. Oh, boink! I think, oh, that was deserving a boink sound when it hit. When Frank, for somebody with not a great range of movement, it's a bit of a killing machine because people just come to him and let him kill them, which I think is their big mistake. Chopper, whopper. Oh, MMA free running guy is on the scene. He's good with a gun. He's handy with a gun. This is the most amount of clothing I've seen him wear in the whole film. He's one of the best. Oh, here comes Trinity. She's coming down. Well, we've got music going. Right, he's smiling again. He's smiling. He's the only person I see smiling in this film. He's like, I'm in a film. I'm shooting guns. He's having a great time. This is the best day of my life. You have 1% of all the profits we make on this film. So you actually owe us money, Mike. She's doing good. She is good. For an acrobat with seemingly no gun skills. Oh, free runner guy's running down 2 pipes there. But again, he could have just jumped down one of the pipes, but he had to do it to look good. He also did like a drop kick. Mike Tyson shot, but are you okay? Mike Tyson says. The guy's like, yes, I speak English. I'm dubbed. I understand what you're saying, Mike. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a fool. Are you okay? Yes. Oh, please don't kill me. That's an interesting argument. I mean, a 13-year-old Egyptian has been kidnapped. Any 13-year-old Egyptian or one specific one? How does he walk, this Egyptian? Describe his walk. Is he wearing any bangles? Bangles? Yeah, it was the bangles, wasn't it? Was it the Go-Go's? No, it was the bangles. Yeah, one more of our guys who I'm not sure who he is dying. Fire everywhere. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him, Tony, the Tiger. Go get him. He's dying wishes for you to kill Frank. Spoiler. Just kill Frank. Frank's a coward. And now I'm dead. Focus on the future. Don't think about now, the present, where I'm dying. Focus on the future, where I'm already dead. So much death, so much destruction. This is not a good advert for the region. This is not a good tourist information advert. So long, my friend. Happy trails. Happy trails, Hans. Happy trail. I'm gonna kill you. Frank. Who else will have my back now you're dead? Don't worry. Hey, I've got your back. Oh, it's Mike Tyson. I'm here. I've got your back. I'll be your new best friend. The two heroes coming together. Tyson from the beginning, who completely messed up the escape of those refugees, and dad of kid, they finally synergize, come together to take down Frank in a Frank-based beat down. Look over your shoulder. Mike Tyson should be there. 1 hour 44 and 32 seconds. Is Mike Tyson going to turn around and say, I'm your new best friend. I've got your back now. We have got the same enemy. The enemy of your enemy is my enemy's enemy's friend. Turn around. Is he there? Is it Mike? He walking slowly. He's building this up. Nope. He's just fighting on his own. There's no Mike. Will Mike come up and save him at the end? He's oozing the hell out of everything. He's oozy like a Sunday morning, this guy. Oozy like a Sunday. Oozy like a Sunday. Oozy like a Sunday. Oozy like a Sunday morning. He's an oozy lover. Thanks, Chris Morris. Got a hold of you, believe. Oh, Tyson versus Red Hat Man. He's run out of bullets this time. Oh, the irony. Oh, Mike Tyson's like, oh, good, we can fight. He put the gun down. Look at him squaring up. He's just like a weigh-in. Mike Tyson's like, you can have the first punch, but, I'm just warning you, I can actually punch on Mike Tyson. The guy's like, you bust my nose, you big knob. And Mike Tyson's like, nope, you can throw me through this table. And he's like, okay. Come on, man, get up. Mike Tyson's like, oh, you really did hurt my back by throwing me through that table. Really upset me. So now Mike Tyson's now firing up. Look, he's getting, oh, Jake Paul, you better watch yourself, mate. This is 2019. Tyson just punched him through a door. He's doing a comedically long punch on him. He's done like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 punches on it. Oh, and the guy is all busted up, like blood all over his face. There's no reason why this freedom fighter soldier is so good at boxing. We've never got any backstory. Mike Tyson's just like, you really pissed me off. Those other guys that I killed, like, I killed them with a smile on my face. This time, I just backed you into a corner and punched you comedically 20 times. Like, bobbada, 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 like a cartoon. It was like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Oh, guys did the superhero landing. Superhero skid. He loves the front drop kick, this guy. I wonder if he's a wrestler. MMA guys don't tend to do those. I remember when Anthony Pettis did that kick off the Showtime kick off the cage. I was like, wow. Like, you don't tend to get many people doing propelled kicks in, like jumping knees and stuff, but not very often. Whoa, she just got thrown against the thing. She was doing all right. She's pretty much been unbeaten during this thing. No, she's crying. Don't worry. The kicky guy, free running guy is fighting Frank, but Frank's just like, this is embarrassing. Frank's just punched him, and the guy went so far in the air into a pile of leaves. He's coughing literally coughing his liver up now. Oh man, I think we're gonna lose MMA guy now. If it is like the Dirty Dozen, we have to have everybody has to die, don't they, before Frank gets down to brass tacks. Oh, he's doing like a bouncy kick to Frank's head. Frank's like just pushed it off. He's just like, ow. This guy's like a mountain. Oh, he's lifted up MMA guy, and he's just choking. He's squeezing his head. His head's going all purple. It's like a berry, like a Ribena berry. Oh, he's gonna. He just snapped MMA guy's neck. Either he's just given him the best adjustment in history. It was just like, it felt really good, or he's killed him. Now she's on his back now. The what's she called, guy? Acrobat. He's gonna break her back. No, he's gonna press slam her Ultimate Warrior style. No, yep. He threw her really hard down. Oh, she's bleeding, but I don't think she's dead. I don't think we're going to kill her. I think that would be too far. And now Frank was just kind of like, oh, like that, with bullets like there were flies around his head. And he's getting in a comedically small car. As guitar music is playing. It's like an old Trabant. Oh my word, why do they always end up in crap cars? Oh, so they could blow up. Frank's driving the car and he's like this. He's like it looks funny. Oh yeah, I put this into my trailer. Now I'll play the trailer at the end and see how many times you can see some of the clips from this film. So we've got 7 minutes left, but I want our recording to stay under 2 hours. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Oh, there goes Frank. He's blown up. 7 minutes left. Jeez. There's a lot of CGI. Do you think the trailers are going to be long? I'm going to have 2 minutes of just looking at the debris and just going, oh, he's dead. That's smashed up. He's dead also. It's going to be a tight one, this. This is going to be a tight one if I want to keep this recording under 2 hours. I really do want to keep it under 2 hours, if I'm honest. There's nothing happening either. So nothing happening, son of a gun. Look at all this carnage we've caused. Drops his gun. But what about my kid? I'd almost forgotten about him and all that excitement about the 10 million. So who have we got left? Lead guy. Music, guitar plays, turns around, and it's his dad. I mean, it's his son. He's his dad. You know what I mean. Some guy's just like, here you go. There's your kid. Oh, that's a touching thing. He's like, thanks. The guy's like, yeah. Kind of looks a bit like Lou. The guy who's reunited him kind of looks a bit like Lou Diamond Phillips. I've got your back, Jack. He's going to get shot. The guy's got his back, guaranteed. But where is Frank the Tank? Wait, has he got a massive torpedo? Those are big pause. Those are massive pause on my part. Speaking of massive pause, how you doing, Massey? Oh, okay. It's all over. Did Frank die and I missed it? I make this place my home. I'll give you all that. You've got the help of Mike Tyson to rebuild your country. Bless you, she said. Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm more than happy to stay around and help you rebuild this country. Ah. We literally got field in the background now that looks a bit like the field behind me. And that's it. I believe that's the end of the film. Unless we get another crazy Kinsey. Is Frank going to turn up at the end? The kid's back. Is Frank going to go by like, I'm not dead. I'm still here. You can't kill Frank. Well, guys, that's the end of our time together. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's it. It was the end of the film. We did it. And it's all in Arabic. The credits are all in Arabic anyway. Not anyway. I mean, if you read Arabic, that's great. I just don't. So I can't read them. I'm like, yeah, so he seems like a good first assistant director. Yeah, guys, that's it. We are through. We did it. We did it. We did it, man. I'm going to play this until I run out of time. So thanks so much for watching. That was a terrible film. Bye.